Here we go, folks. Just waiting for everything to load up on our various platforms, and then we will dive into some Legends of Runeterra Expedition. I have not been up this early in a very long time, but as the stream says, legends never sleep. Looks like we are still not quite live on everything, but we should be live on Mixer. So good morning, Mixer. How you doing today? Someday, Twitch and YouTube will catch up too. Someday. Oh, it looks like we're on Twitch now too. Last but not least, come on YouTube, you can do it. You can do it, YouTube. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead. We can check back on YouTube in a second. I don't know why it's struggle busing. Come on, YouTube. I know it's early, but if I'm up, you can be up. I have coffee, YouTube. Do you need coffee? Is coffee the problem? Okay. Still not up. Don't know what's going on there. Give me 1 second, folks. I'm going to try to figure out why YouTube isn't coming up. And after that, we should be good to go. It's so weird because like YouTube has done that weird split now between their normal like just live mode and the new stream now thing, and it doesn't seem to work consistently. Yeah, this is not working. Okay. That's not good. Go ahead and poke at this just a moment longer, and then if it doesn't work after that, I'm just gonna say forget it, because we are live on everything else. Hey, what's up, Game Goon? Game Goon, are you seeing us on YouTube, or is YouTube... Oh, no, it's up. It's up. Okay. It's up. Cool. Cool. Hey, what's up, Marcus? How you doing today, man? All right. We should be up on everything now. I'm sort of up. It is super early. I'm gonna go through and make sure our audio is turned up, because the game is kind of quiet, I've noticed. I don't want you to silence when not in focus. That actually doesn't help me. Okay. So here we go. We are going to be doing Expedition mode. This is like the draft mode in Legends of Runeterra. The first time I went through, I got to draft Teemo, and that was super fun because Teemo's super easy. You basically stuff their deck full of poison mushrooms. But the second time I got kind of wrecked because I didn't get anything that I was used to playing. Alright, so our options here are going to be Shadows and Dust. That is going to be... Actually... Game Goon, you're here. You know the regions better than I do. I actually don't know what those two regions are, but essentially, or wait, it's Ionia, and I can't remember what the Isles one is, but it's like the Shadow Isles, I think, something like that. Shadow Isles, exactly. Okay, so it's Ionia and the Shadow Isles. Zed is actually really strong. Sparring Student, when summoned, or when you summon an ally, give me +1/+1. That's not bad. It's also really cheap, so that helps round out your curve. Keeper of Mass, when I'm summoned, give other allies +1/+0. Also a really nice curve rounding card. So you're going for an OTK? No, Zed is 100. He's very cool. Like, Zed's difficult to block because when he comes down, he makes a duplicate of himself, and if he manages to strike their Nexus twice, then he levels up and you get a double one. No, we're not going for one-turn kills. There's no such thing as a one-turn kill in this as far as I've seen. Although I did get pretty wrecked. Who was I playing against? It was basically a Shadow Isles deck. The other option we have is Noxious here, which is it's a Darius deck. Darius is interesting because if we look at him, he starts as a 6/5, and if you hit the enemy Nexus for 10 damage, he turns into a 10/5. Like, that's it. He doesn't have any special abilities, really. He has Overwhelm, which is basically like Trample. You do damage past your blocker's defense, but he has like no real special ability. It's just, I'm freaking huge and I hit like a truck. That is my ability. He is expensive though. He's very expensive, so he doesn't come out till late game. He does come with some lower cost cards to kind of round out his curve, but it's not anything amazing. And then Heimerdinger is from Piltover, and he's got like the ability to make different turrets depending on what spell cost you cast. So if you cast an 8 cost spell, you get a T-Hex card that it costs 0 for that turn. So he essentially gives you value on every spell that you play, which is really good. Like, that's a really, really strong thing. Ooh. And if you get doubles of him, you draw 3, then reduce their cost by 1, which is just pretty solid. So Heimer is definitely somebody I would be okay with playing, but I feel like Zed is probably going to be better here. Plus, I really like the fact that this is a low-end aggressive curve. I've had better luck playing aggressive decks in this game than I have control decks, because I don't understand the control meta that well yet. So we're going to go with this. We're going to go Ionia here, and that'll give us a chance to sort of pick up something else here. This is actually great. I love Callista with Zed. There's some very, very nice interactions with Callista. So when you drop Callista, can you combo Darius out in this game? Maybe. There's not a whole lot of ramp in this game. Like, ramp being the idea of getting extra mana to play stuff early. Like, I haven't seen much of that at all. And I understand why. Ramp is one of those things that can very easily unbalance a game. And they've already taken some risks with things like Ready Your Combat, which gives you a second combat phase or lets you attack when you're supposed to be on defense. So there's some very interesting mechanics, and I feel like if ramp was a big thing in this, it would be kind of problematic. Okay, so Callista, fearsome means she can only be blocked by characters with 3 or more attack. But here's her really strong thing. When she's played, she bonds with an ally, any other character on the board. Now that's the start. When she hits level 2, whenever she attacks, she revives that bonded ally. So essentially, if you get Zed out and then you play Callista and you bond Callista to Zed, then every time you attack, if Zed is dead, she will bring him back from the graveyard, and Zed will come back in and make a shadow clone of himself, so you essentially get 3 attackers for 1, which is a really nifty combination. Beyond that, there are actually some Shadow Isles creatures that are really, really strong when she bonds with them. There's one that gets bigger every time it dies, and the thing about it is, every time she attacks, it'll make a new one of them if they've died ever, which is crazy. It does sometimes block up your board so you can't do anything else, which can be problematic, but otherwise it's actually really, really strong. See, so Vlad is interesting because Vlad seems very control-y. No, it's definitely more analogous to, say, Hearthstone than it is to Yu-Gi-Oh, I would say. Vlad is a very control-y card. Tryndamere, if I would die, instead level me up. That's Freljord, though, so what does he get when he levels up? He gets Overwhelm, Fearsome, and Tough. Takes 1 less damage from all sources. Those are nice. This Tryndamere's Battle Fury being 8, though, definitely not where we want to go. That's just way, way too much mana. So I feel like Callista here is going to make for an aggressive deck that's very low cost so that we can get everything out early and then use our extra mana as we go up in mana to cast spells and stuff. So we've got Chronicler of Ruin, kill an ally, then revive it. That's really, really good with certain effects. When I'm summoned, create a copy in hand of an ally that died this game. So they have a lot of, like, something died effects from the Shadow Isles, which is really great. Especially when you pair it with Zed, who you want to keep on the board, because he's not very strong. He does have quick attack, but quick attack only works when you're attacking, so if you have to block with him, he'll die almost every time. So you really want to make sure that you have ways to kind of recur him and bring him back. Definitely like that combination. We should be very fast and aggressive with this deck, which also means we're not going to take things like this. Like, these are all great and fine, but we're not going for Yone Windchaser here. That's insane. Actually, though, Emerald Awakener has Lifesteal and Enlightened +4/+4. So that's interesting. Enlightened is an effect that gives cards a late game if they're kind of weak. So this being an early game 3-cost card, it's only a 2/2. So it's got 2 attack, 2 defense, or 2 attack, 2 health. Now, if we get to 10 mana when we play it, it's actually a 6/6 for 3, which is, that's kind of nuts. So that could actually shore up our late game if we did want to go with this. It is still, I don't know. It's not necessarily the direction I want to go, but it's not a bad direction either. Hapless Aristocat, when he dies, we get a Spiderling, and then Mistwraith, when I'm summoned, grant other allied Mistwraiths everywhere +1/+0. So if we decide to go all in on Mistwraiths here and stack them up, that could be really, really strong. It also helps round out our curve. As we can see, we're a little heavy in the 3 slot. Or we can go Shadows and Dust here, which gives us fresh offerings. If 3+ allies have died this round, summon Vilemaw. Ooh, look at that. That's a yum-yum. So for 3, but it is slow. So for 3, if you've lost 3 of your characters that round, you can get a big boy. You can get a beefy boy for Game Goon over there. Stirred Spirits here, grant my supported ally +2/+0 and Ephemeral. So that's interesting too. Ephemeral is an effect that makes a unit die at the end of the round, or when it strikes somebody's Nexus. So essentially, by doing that, you can make this guy kill one of your characters, which helps trigger this fresh offering to get your 6/6. The problem is we don't have anyone that specifically benefits from dying yet, so I feel like this is a little much. Like, if we pick this and we don't end up with a character that does something really cool when it dies, then it doesn't do anything for us. Now, if we had this Hapless Aristocrat and then we got that, that would make more sense. At the same time, Emerald Awakener and Yone Windchaser would be really interesting ways to shore up our late game. But if we did this, if we took Enlightenment, we wouldn't want to take very many more of these. This would probably be the only one that we took. I still feel like we're probably better off here, though. I think we're going to go for Ancient Evil here. Go Ancient Evil and then aim for some more low costs. Ooh, I like this. Twin Disciplines is really, really nice. If you need more attack, it gives a character more attack. If you need more health, it gives a character more health. That's just a win for spells, especially at a low cost like that when we're running an aggressive deck. And then Sparring Student, we've already seen, whenever we summon another character, they get +1/+1. You're generally going to summon a character every round, so that's really strong. Rhyme Test Shaman, that's a little bit more expensive and not so much in what we're doing. Stalking Wolf does have Challenger, which is nice because you can bait something out to allow Zed to get in and hit the Nexus. It's also only 2 mana, so I definitely consider taking it just for that. Not sure how I feel about... Well, actually, Frostbiting the strongest enemy every round is great. So this combo revolves around the graveyard then. Yeah, exactly. We're all about graveyard manipulation here. Primarily. We have some really weird tricks too, like Chronicler of Ruin is a really weird trick. Because essentially what you can do with Chronicler here is, let's say we have... Do we actually have a character with good health? So if we have Keeper of Mass, and they've already gone in, they've lost 2 health. Health loss in this game is permanent, so this has lost 2 health. It's at 1. It's going to die the next time we go into combat anyway. We drop down Chronicler here, we kill it, we bring it back at the end of the turn, but I believe it comes back with full health, which is really nice. Scaled Snapper, play, I am a 5/2 or a 2/5. Oh, that's a beefy boy and a half. Okay, so that's even better than Twin Disciplines here in a way, because we just get a super beefy boy that does whatever we want. And then Kinku Lifeblade here is amazing. He has Lifesteal, which will actually heal you, but he also has Elusive, which means that they can only block him with very specific units. He is on the spendier side at 3 mana, though. So it's a question of, do we want to be super aggressive, or do we want to potentially round out our curve a little bit? I still really like Twin Disciplines here. I think that's a much stronger card overall, because I believe if you Twin Discipline Zed, then when he makes his Shadow Clone, it actually applies to the Shadow Clone too, which is really strong. And Stalking Wolf here is still good as well, because it'll help Zed get through to the Nexus. Because Zed doesn't have Elusive, he just has Quick Attack. So now it's a choice. Oh, that's actually really rough. I like all of these. There's not one in here that I do not like. I'm not sure why this is listed under Enlightenment either, because it's like 3 and 4 cost cards. I feel like that life gain might actually save us in some games. The Scaled Snapper might actually save us by being a huge blocker. Frostbiting the strongest enemy is really strong, though. Frostbite basically gives a character 0 attack for a round, which is really good. And then, like I said, that Stalking Wolf will set us up so that Zed can get through to the Nexus. But when you play the Stalking Wolf, you also give them a 1/1 creature, which isn't necessarily great. Yeah, I'm less inclined to take that for that reason. So it's really down to Discipline and Enlightenment here. And I think I'm so drawn to this Twin Discipline. It seems like the right choice. But I also feel like this is a really good choice, and it helps us round out the late game. Go with the Graveyard combo since it's the only combo I can wrap my head around, but I don't know this game. Yeah, it's okay. Me neither, man. I'm still learning a lot about this game. I think I'm going to go for this slightly heavier end here, just because the Kinku Lifeblade does help round out our curve. We really don't want to have that many cards that are above 4. If we stop at 4, most spells that we'll be playing will range from like 1 to 3, and that'll also just let us take advantage of the spell mana mechanic of the game. You'll see that when we get in. So keeping our creatures at 4 cost or less really will let us optimize how we use our mana. So let's look at this one. Fading Memories, pick a follower, create an ephemeral copy of it in hand. That's actually really cool, because essentially what that does is you can take any character and make a copy of it that only lasts for one turn, which, with something like Keeper of Mass, that's great. When I'm summoned, give other allies +1/+0, and then it blows up at the end of the turn, fine with that. We also have the option of getting Fresh Offerings and another Mist Wraith. Mist Wraith synergies would be really good, because essentially the way this works is when you play one, no matter where the other ones are, they get buffed. So that's really strong too. Health Potion, heal anything for 3 isn't bad. Shadow Assassin draws a card when it's played, and it's elusive. That's actually a really nice card just to keep us moving through our deck. So I'm kind of torn between Fresh Offerings here, which will give us another Mist Wraith, which is actually kind of hard to block, or Shadow Assassin here, which will just draw us a card, and is also hard to block. Comes with a Health Potion, comes with Fresh Offerings. Do we have a lot of ways to trigger Fresh Offerings, though? We have a couple. We have a couple, but we don't have any that are necessarily consistent. This is a choice. So I feel like Mist Wraith is going to give us more synergy, but I also feel like that draw from Shadow Assassin could be a real difference maker with an aggressive deck. Most aggressive decks, this is probably true in Yu-Gi-Oh! Too, you tend to play out your hand, so like you really need ways to replenish it, which makes me want to lean towards the Shadow Assassin here. I think we'll do that. I think we'll go with this just because that is going to allow us to replenish our hand. That's very important for us late game especially. Shadow Shift here we're probably going to pick up. This is absolutely a good card to pick up with Zed. It is a Zed card. Essentially, if you get an extra Zed in your draw, it'll turn into a Zed Shadow Shift. Shadow Shift will create a living shadow in place of an ally. This is a living shadow. It'll essentially be a 3/2 that just dies at the end of the turn. Oh, I forgot about that. It dies at the end of the turn. So basically, every time Zed goes in, we automatically get 1 on our death counter for that turn. I forgot about that. So that actually helps our death synergy thing. Fearsome Skitter or Brood Awakening. Brood Awakening, I'm not... Oh, actually, Brood Awakening is a nice turnaround card. That puts us at 6 mana, though. That's getting very, very spendy. Very, very spendy. Greenglade Elder grants allies in hand +1/+1. That's really good. And Shadow Shift. So I think we could go Discipline here pretty easily, but it's not worth skipping over the fact that Brood Awakening will give us 3 1/1 Spiderlings, but it'll also give them all +1 attacks, so they become 2/1s. What's up, 2 Week to Live? How you doing today? It is morning indeed. It is early, early morning. Okay, we also have Frenzied Skitterer here, which is when I'm summoned, give other allied spiders +1/+0, and enemies -1/-0. I was confused by the way that line breaks, but yeah, -1/-0 this round. So if we do this, we're starting to get into spiders in Shadow Isles, which isn't bad, but Brood Awakening would be the reason we do it. Brood Awakening is a really nice late game card because it basically multiplies your board. It gives you 3 creatures, and they're big enough to make an impact. Otherwise, we'd be getting Greenglade Elder, which grants all the allies in our hand +1/+1, and Shadow Shift, which is just a nice way to sort of save an ally, or save one of your characters from dying. Like, you can essentially throw this down to pick a character up and replace them with a Shadow Clone and not lose the character in combat. So I'm not sure which of those I'd rather have at this point. You can do some silly combos with this too, like you could throw down the Greenglade Elder, give all your allies +1/+1, block with him, use Shadow Shift to pick him back up, play him again, give all your allies +1/+1 again. So there's some nice synergy there. But I really feel like this Brood Awakening could turn things around for us late game. And this has sort of a board effect because it does minus everybody's power. I think we'll go with this. We'll go with Arachnophilia here. I'm probably doing this wrong, guys. I just want you to know. I've played this game a little bit. I'm probably doing this horribly wrong, but I'm trying to kind of think about it from an all-around perspective from the draft, rather than just going like, oh, these things look like they go together, because that's the bad way to do it, I think. Ooh, look at that Arachnid Horror. That thing is gross. It comes with a Hapless Aristocrat, though, that'll make us more Spiderlings, which could synergize well with our Brood Awakening. Also got this Oblivious Islander, grant an ally in hand Ephemeral, and reduce its cost by 1. That's actually really strong. I do feel like we should definitely look for more Mist Wraiths in the future, though. We really want to get some value out of that. And right now, that mechanic doesn't do anything. We have no value in that Mist Wraith at all. Greenblade Lookout. Strike, reduce the cost of the most expensive unit in your hand by 1. That's actually just really nice. I wish it had elusive, though. It's a small enough creature that it kind of should have had elusive, I think. Hapless Aristocrat and Arachnid Horror. Arachnid Horror counts as a spider, though, so it does benefit from the bonuses of those 2 spiders we just picked up. This is tough. I think for curve reasons, this is probably our best bet. And if you look at our curve, 2 and 4 are both kind of shy right now. So I think we'll go with the Green Glade Lookout and the Kinku Lifeblade here. Yeah, that'll help our curve get a little bit more in sync. We could use like 1 5-drop here. Yeah, he's like a continuous equip card. Exactly. Okay, here we go. A Mistwraith and a Scribe of Sorrows. I could definitely pick both of those up. How would that affect our curve, though? That would give us a little bit better of a curve. We could use, like I said, a 4 and a 5 here. So if we get a 4-5 combination to round out our curve, I might go for that just to keep our mana curve smooth. But we do get another Mistwraith here, and we also get a Scribe of Sorrows. When I'm summoned, create a copy in hand of an ally that died this game. So with the other Scribe of Sorrows we have, we could just keep duplicating our Mistwraiths, and that would give us more and more Mistwraiths that would get more and more value out of this +1/+0. So I like that. Let's do that. Scuttlegeist. Oh boy. So the Geists in this game, it's not Scuttlegeist. There's a couple different characters that are 10 cost 5/5s, but they get their cost reduced by 1 for certain things happening. In this case, it's reduced my cost by 1 for each ally that died this game. So by the time we play this guy, he only costs like 3 or 4. Haunted Relic, summon 3 Unleashed Spirits. Unleashed Spirits are 1/1s that die at the end of the turn. This is actually very, very strong with Callista, because Callista levels up when she sees 3 allies die, and this creates 3 allies that die instantly. So that's something I would definitely consider picking up for that reason. I don't want these guys because it's just going to stack our 3 slot even more, and we're already kind of stacked there. Phantom Prankster, when another ally dies, deal 1 damage to the enemy nexus. So that's kind of cool. That's really cool. Shadow Shift also really cool here, but I feel like Scuttlegeist helps round out our late game, and Haunted Relic is, like I said, an instant trigger for Callista. So I think we'll get that. We really want to be looking for a 4 and a 5 here, which, just look at that. We get a 4 and a 5, just like we kind of wanted. Cursed Keeper. Ooh, these Cursed Keeper guys, they're kind of legit. They're a 1/1, but when they die, you get a 4/4 out of it, which is really strong. Miscall, revive a random ally that died this round. If only 1 ally died this round, that's really, really strong. That being said, though, it doesn't round out our curve in the same way that getting Usari here, which is a challenger card and an elusive card. I'm not sure how that works. Can you make somebody who's not elusive block the Usari? I don't know if that works that way or not. However, if we don't do that, if they don't have an elusive anyway, then we get the Kinku Lifeblade with this as well, which will go in and hit for their life and, you know, give us life back. So that's definitely a nice way to round out the curve. I'm going to take that just because it does round our curve out quite nicely. We would like maybe 1 more 5-drop now to round the curve out entirely. So another Green Glade and a Scaled Snapper. Scaled Snapper is something that I'm really, really feeling good about in our deck. But at the same time, we do want to double check everything because there could be something that's a little bit better here. Oblivious Islander, I'm not super sold on. Soul Gorger's okay, but it's expensive. Ancient Crocolith. To play me, kill 2 allies. So there's some value in that, but we didn't get that card that triggers off of 3 dead allies, so I'm not going to go for it. Instead, we'll probably stick here. Okay, that makes us a little bit more aggressively curved, which is fine. We don't mind being slightly more aggressively curved. Whoa! Board sweepers, baby. There we go. For 9 mana, kill all units. Just wipe the board. Restart. I don't know how I feel about that. That seems really strong for a control deck, but I don't feel like we're a control deck. Drain 1 from a unit to summon a Spiderling. That's really nice just to kill like a Teemo or something. And Teemo in this mode is actually legitimate. Like, he's not a joke at all. So having a way to kill him is very important. At the same time, we have quite a few elusive cards, which do kill him rather effectively. Hey, what's up, Penter? How you doing today? Navori Conspirator is interesting because he bounces an ally back when you play him. I wonder if you can even play him if you don't have an ally. You probably can't. But he does come in with a Navori Highwayman here, and Navori Highwayman, when you play him, gives you an extra creature. This guy. So you could essentially play him and then bounce the extra creature, or actually bounce him so that you keep the extra creature, and get your Navori Conspirator down. Not opposed to those. The Ruination, like I said, it's really strong, but it's also really, really slow. Dawn and Dust. Summon 2 exact copies of an ally. They're ephemeral. So that one seems really strong. So does Health Potion. But it's, once again, real high on our curve. And I think we're going to go with Discipline here for that reason. Possible, but if you can get people dying to buff your other cards, then use the graveyard combo thing to get out to summon stronger things to possibly buff. Yeah, that's essentially what we're going for, man. That's what we're going for. Yeah, it has been a while, Penter. I've been streaming every Saturday, though. We've been doing Outer Worlds, but today we're doing this because I'm in on the beta for this, and the beta's over tomorrow. So I'm not going to have very many other opportunities to play this. Oh, and there's a beautiful 5 to round out our deck. We wanted one more 5 for our curve. Tortured Prodigy. When an ally dies, refill your spell mana. That's perfect. And then we get a Black Spear with that, which also, if an ally died this round, deal 3 damage to an enemy unit. That'll kill a Teemo. That'll kill a Teemo quite nicely, actually. Yeah, we're going for this. We're going for this. That'll kill a Teemo quite nicely. Navori Blade Scout. When I'm summoned, give me Elusive this round. Shadow Assassin. That'll give us that draw that we wanted earlier, but weren't able to take for other reasons. Create in hand another Last Breath follower from any region that costs 3 or less. I think we'll go here, Navori Blade Scout, because that'll give us that Shadow Assassin for draw that we wanted. Okay, so this is unique to the Expedition mode of Legends of Runeterra. I haven't seen this in other games, and maybe Hearthstone does this. I haven't played it in a long time, so I couldn't tell you. Essentially, we get to swap one card from our deck for a different card we might want. So we could trade a Health Potion here for a Kinku Lifeblade, or we could trade a Green Glade Lookout for a Navori Conspirator. This one I actually might do, because I feel like the Conspirator is a much better card here. Or we could trade a Scaled Snapper for Warden's Prey, which is not going to happen, because the Scaled Snapper is legit. We could also skip this trade entirely. Yeah, I totally understand, Penter. I totally understand, man. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I've been doing YouTube more for that very reason. Like, it's easier for me to block out time to record YouTube videos than it is for me to go and do, like, 4-hour streams or whatever. Okay, so it's about 30 minutes in. So it took us about 30 minutes to draft our deck, and that was with me kind of explaining and weighing out everything. So you can see the draft mode's not that long. You could probably get through this in 10 if you knew what you were doing. Let's go with this swap here, though, because I don't like the Green Glade Lookout as much as I like the Navori Conspirator here. So we'll make that trade and then confirm it. And now we're into the games. Let's go get hosed, everybody. We're going to have a lot of fun getting hosed because I have no idea what I'm doing. When I played the Teemo deck last time that's on the video on the YouTube channel, that one I'd played so many times that it was like second nature. This one I haven't played very much at all. Ooh, starting with Callista's nice. Starting with Callista is nice. We could probably replace this Tortured Prodigy. And actually, yeah, this is okay. I like this hand. I'm going to replace the Tortured Prodigy. We don't need a 5-cost. You can skip the trade if you want to test the deck first, but in that case, I knew that swapping those would give me a creature of the same exact cost that had a more desirable effect. Navori Conspirator will let us, and you can see it right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to play Callista. Maybe we get a lower drop, but we're probably going to play Callista into Keeper of Mass, which will give Callista +1 attack, into Navori Conspirator, which will bounce Keeper of Mass back to our hand so that we can play it again and get another +1 attack. So that's actually really nice. Oh, I got to click OK there. Whoops. Hey, we actually did pick up a lower drop. That's perfect. Yeah, so now we've got just a really nice curve in our hand. I love that. We are very well off here. So we're going to put that down. We are on the attack. Okay. They don't have a 1-drop. So that means we just get to get in for free. What's up, homie? Take one. Yeah. It's great, Penter. I like it a lot. There are some things that are confusing as like an old school Magic player sometimes, but nothing too bad. So here's a great example, right? So now we're going to Keeper of... He's elusive though, isn't he? No, he's not. See, I don't know what that lightning symbol means. Oh, it's strike. Okay, if he strikes one of our characters, he'll reduce the cost of a creature in their hand by 1. So basically that means that if he gets a hit in, we want to kill him. So we do that, and this character gets buffed quite nicely. If we block, though, she'll still die, because she is a 3-2 here. So what we'll do instead, probably... Oh, okay, or you could just not block at all, I guess. That's a thing, too. Kalista, go, my dear, go! Oh, this is so good, guys. Who do we want to battle bond her to? Who do we want to battle bond her to? Let's battle bond her... Oh, that's so good. I bond with an ally, grant it +2/+0 while we're bonded. Let's go with this one. And the reason why is because if Kalista sees this character, if she sees 3 characters die, she'll start reviving this every round, which is interesting. We may actually bounce her and rebond her later too, though, because we can do that. So now if we go in... We don't want to go in with Kalista. If we go in with Kalista, there's a very real chance here that Kalista dies. Actually, I don't know if we want to go in with anyone, because they're going to be able to trade up here no matter what we do. We'll wait. We'll wait, because they're going to be able to trade up. Yeah, Kalista is very, very different than Kalisto. Let's see. We could go... This is going to be nice this round. If we do Frenzied Skitterer this round, it'll weaken everything they have, so they won't necessarily be able to go in. And then next round, we can play Usari and actually force them to block the way that we want them to block, which is really powerful. Let's go with Frenzied Skitterer here. I think that, yeah, that's our best play. Make that come down, and everything on their board just got weaker. One of our things got stronger. If you want to come in, come on. Bring it on in. We're ready. Come on. You know you want to. Ah, there we go. That's what we wanted. What the? Oh, it's elusive. Okay. Well, that's a pain, but that's okay. Because we're just going to pass here. When you don't spend all of your mana in this, it'll store up to 3 for spells next turn. We don't have any spells right now. We're really heavy on creatures. But we do have a 5 cost that's elusive and challenger, which means we can force them to block with that Shadow Assassin. Oh, there we go. That's it right there. Okay. So. Let's do this. I don't know what the limit of characters you can have out on the board is. It looks like we can have maybe 2 more, which is somewhat problematic. Oh, Kalista is fearsome too. Okay, so let's do Haunted Relics. Go. Come on. Come on. Oh, nice. It just killed that one that was on the board. Does that count as her seeing an ally die, though? I don't know if that counts. Yeah. Like that? I think that's fine. This trades up with anything. This trades up with pretty much anything. And these 2 die at the end of the round anyway. And Kalista is going level 2 after this. No matter what happens, Kalista is level 2 after this. The whole champion upgrading and plays around them makes things pretty... Yeah, the champion's leveling makes them super interesting. It's one of the best parts of this game, in my opinion. Are you just going to let the 5/3 through? Are you crazy? Okay. Say hello to level 2 Kalista. She's here. Okay, so now every time Kalista goes into combat, she's going to revive this character if it happens to be dead. Very, very strong. And we still have 4 mana left to play anything we want to play. I bond with an ally, grant it +2/+0, attack, revive that ally, attacking, and reforge our bond. I wonder if that counts as summoning the ally or not, because that's kind of a big deal, right? Like, if it does count as summoning the ally, we could pick Kalista up right here and put it on Keeper of Masks, and then every time Kalista attacked, Keeper of Masks would give the entire board +1/+0, which is pretty strong. But I think instead what we'll do is we'll wait, because we could bond her to something like Yusari, and that would also be really, really strong. No. We want to save him till next round. We're good. We're good. We'll save 3 mana. We did kind of waste 1 there, but that's not the end of the world. They don't have 3 spell mana even, so we're still kind of in the lead on mana. Hey, and we got our Shadow Assassin to put out for their Shadow Assassin if we wanted to. Oh, draw a champion. That's rough. Uh-oh. Attack, deal 1 to all enemies. Are you for real? That's obnoxious in every sense of the word. Alright, well, we'll play Shadow Assassin here to draw a card. Make that creature big enough to survive Nivea. Okay. You bring the storm. You do you, Anivia. You mean can't add more blockers? I'm not trying to add more blockers, I'm trying to block here. Dead? Dead. Dead. Yeah. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna kill most of their board. Anivia probably turns into an egg or some crap. Oh, and they have Karma down, too. That's rough. Yeah, the eye thing lets you see the outcome of combat, right? Alright, it's our action. We have 3 mana left. We'll use our 3 mana to play this Scaled Snapper this round. And we'll put him down as a 2/5? Yeah. So the reason we do this is because now we can attack with that next turn and we don't have to play any other cards, which means they don't get priority to play any other cards either. Uh-oh. Wow, her attack now deals 2 damage to all characters. That's obnoxious. That is very, very obnoxious. Unless we just out and out kill her. Does she egg form again? Why does she... What? That is so dumb. That is so dumb and OP. Like, I'm a little bit salty about how dumb and OP that is. Even if we kill her, she just comes back forever, and every time she attacks, she deals 2 damage to all of our characters. You can have 4 champions in a deck, but they can only be from 2 different regions. Oh, lovely. He just stunned both of our characters here. Alright, so the only option we have if we want to go in is to go in with the Scaled Snapper, which will kill Karma, but won't kill anything else. No. I didn't say I wanted to do that. That would be crazy here. Oh, this is weak. Let's do... Let's do the Navori Conspirator to pick up Kalista. Reason why is because next turn we're going to put Kalista down and we're going to bond her to the Yusari. That's a really, really strong combination. Yeah, exactly, Penter. I see they gave us some pre-constructed decks for this round, and it had like... Oh, I mean, I guess we could go in with this elusive guy. They can't do anything about that. Yeah, take 3, buddy. Anyway, so yeah, Penter, absolutely. The 2 starters that they gave us this round, because the last round we had access to all the cards and we could just build our own decks. But this round they gave us 2 starters that had 4 different champions in them. When everybody was building decks, they seemed to just do 2 different champions just for consistency's sake. But you can absolutely run 4 different champions. Hey, what's up, HC? How you doing, brother? Okay, so... we could Scuttlegeist this turn. That would be... Why does it always seem like everybody's dropping bigger bodies than me? Like, maybe I'm being crazy here trying to play on curve or something, and I should just be going for fatties. Which is not necessarily a wrong mentality. Let's see. If we bond Kalista to a Mistwraith here, that could be very, very interesting. Actually, why What am I talking about? We should just bond her to the Scuttlegeist, right? Or the Yusari. I mean, we have so many options for what to bond her to at this point. I'm gonna bond her to the Yusari. You're all good, Marcus. It doesn't. I totally accept that. It's not a big deal. Actually, that makes the Yusari great. The Yusari can kill anything on their board now. Okay. Anivia is OP. Like, absolutely OP. There's nothing we can do about it. If we kill her, she just comes back. Like, that's ridiculously OP, in my opinion. She's just gonna kill this guy before we even go to combat. And there's nothing we can do about it. I guess we block here to kill Anivia so that she can come back next turn. I'm not salty about this at all, guys. Zero salt. Zero salt. This thing's gonna die, but it still counts as blocking. This is such garbage. Anivia is garbage. Yeah, that icon means it still counts as blocking. Hey, that's cool, Penter. No worries, no worries. Good to see you. Have a good day. Anivia is garbage. Like, utter garbage. I wonder if you kill the egg, though, she's gone. You just have to have a way to kill the egg while it's on the bench, which is, you know, super easy. There are tons of ways to kill stuff on the bench. I am a salty, salty person right now. I guess we Scuttlegeist for one, because we can. I said Scuttlegeist. There. Is there like a banish system in the game? There's cards that'll kill stuff or whatever, but like that's the problem. I don't have anything that'll deal one right now and kill it, and now at the start of this round, she's gonna turn back into stupid OP Anivia. If I would have had this last round, I could have done it. This would have killed it last round. But the good news is, they're not on attack, so her effect will not trigger this round. We'll play the Blade Scout here. Ooh, okay. No, that's not gonna do anything until next round. Actually, we're going to risk Kalista here because we have to. But if it works the way I think it does, if Kalista attacks giving us a Yusari and the Yusari lets us pull Anivia off the bench, the Yusari can kill Anivia, something on our board dies, we can Black Spear Anivia, and she is gone for good. Okay. Cool. That was awesome. The salt is real, y'all. So Kalista is probably going to die this round, and there's not a lot we can do about it. And there's no way they're going to block with Anivia. They might, though. They might be foolhardy enough to do it. I doubt it, but they might. And I can't use the Challenger on this like I had hoped I could. So bonding Kalista to Yusari is not a good plan next time. Okay. At least we can potentially kill her. I mean, it seems like a waste, though. Lovely. I have a feeling this draft is not going to go very well for us at this point. Like, I think I just did a bad job drafting. Or maybe I'm just on the wrong end of a Anivia beating here, because this is not going the way I'd hoped. Kalista just died for nothing. Even if we Black Spear here, we're not going to actually kill Anivia. Like, Anivia has to be in egg form for that to be useful. I guess we get value out of it next turn, though, so that's something. And now that Kalista's gone, because we only have one in our deck, we can't get her back either, so yeah. and there's all this loose mana. I did a bad job drafting. You basically want to draft a like stair step curve instead of like a nice round curve in this, I think. Karma's in. Lovely. Okay. Swing with the board. Come on. All we can do here is try to last long enough for Anivia to end up an egg and then off Anivia. That's the only chance we have to turn things around. Because as soon as Anivia swings, Zed is dead. She Who Wanders. Play. Obliterate all followers with 4 or less power in play and in hands. Wow. Just lovely. Just lovely there. And now Anivia swings and Zed dies. We're dead right here. There's nothing we can do about it either. We don't block here, we're dead. Even if we do block there, we're dead. Actually... no, we're dead. We're dead no matter what we do. Basically, good job drafting Anivia. Whew. Alright. So that was getting wrecked. The good news is, if we're quick about getting wrecked again... oh, no. Cancel that. Okay, so we get a trade after round 1. Maybe we can pick up something a little higher end. Kill an ally to summon a random follower from any region. Sure, it's a 5 cost. I'll take it. We just need beefier boys at this point. Okay. So if we lose another one, we're out. But the nice thing about draft mode in this is that you get to draft twice for every time you enter, essentially. So if this bombs out completely, we'll just draft another deck with a slightly more stairway curve. Because it seems like when we get to endgame with this deck, we just basically don't have anything going on. Also, screw Anivia. Just gonna throw that out there. Screw Anivia. I wish they'd have given me Teemo again now. I didn't want to play Teemo again, though. I wanted to play something different. I don't know, man. I feel like maybe I should have been picking cards for power level more than mana curve. So in this case, we have no champs in our hand, so what we want to do is just replace everything. Hope that we draw a champion. No champions. Okay. The good news is, even without champions, we have a really aggressive deck, so we should be able to get in for some damage early. I think we also just need to be more aggressive early on. I'm just going to try going all out early here. Yeah, basically, no, Game Goon, basically you have to kill Anivia once in combat, then again with a spell in the same round, or she just comes back forever, and every time she swings, she sweeps the board. Essentially. She doesn't sweep the board, but she does 1 damage to everything on board, which wouldn't be an issue if it weren't for the fact that cards don't heal in this game. Their damage is permanent. So every turn that she swings, everybody on your board loses 1 health forever, and yet you can't kill her unless you kill her and then kill her again in the same round while she's on the bench with a spell. In Constructed, I'm sure she's fine, right? Like, the same with Teemo. Teemo is fine in Constructed. He's easy to beat down if you have the right deck build. But in Limited like this, some of those characters seem really, really strong. And I think that's kind of the point of this beta. What I think would be interesting to see is whether or not they'll do something like... be like, you know, in the Limited mode, this effect gets changed like this. Like, that's actually something they could do that might make sense. Because I feel like Anivia and Teemo are definitely really, really strong in Limited. So the reason I went Sparring Student here is because next turn we can drop Navori Highwomen and get 2 characters pumping her, so she'll be like a 3/3 and can go in. When I'm summoned, grant me +2/+0 if you have a Noxus ally. That's probably permanent too. Alright, we'll take it. That's fine. I'm not going to kill this off for that. Do have Brood Awakenings here. That's going to be useful for us. Next turn we should be on 3 mana, which means that we could do Scribe of Sorrows. Oh, or we could just Callista. I like that, actually. Let's do this. I mean, if we go in with Callista here, though, Callista just dies. Which is super awesome. I'll be right back. Just going to grab a snack. No worries. Fearsome basically does nothing here. Although they only have one character that can block, so if they block with this guy, we get a nice trade here. Callista sees one ally die, and then we can play some more stuff next turn. And now they have 2. Okay. Well, we're gonna go like this. I think Callista needs, like, quick attack instead of Fearsome. Fearsome doesn't seem all that great with her. Alright, that's fine. We also didn't get enough spells, I think, because we're like, quite often we have spell mana that we're not using. And that might be draft mentalities from other games, because like if you draft in other games, you want to have a majority of creatures. But in this, I feel like we would have been better off with some more spells. Which is fine. I mean, it's a learning process. Next turn, I think we play this big boy. Yeah, we've got 4 mana here, so what can we do with 4? We can do Kinku Lifeblade, or we can do Big Boy. And I think we do Big Boy here and just take 3. Big Boy to kill that, take 3. Or we could do this guy, but then we're not killing anything, we're just chumping twice. However, if we chump twice like that, though... Okay, that's a thing. That's some extra damage there. And we either have to block with Callista or eat 11 here because they didn't play any cards. Lovely. Okay. Alright, guys, what do you think? Do we block here or we play Suicide? I think we're going to play Suicide. Forget it. We're at 1 health. I'll live with it. Let's do something useful, though. We got 6. We can do Brood Awakening here. We can also put down Kinku Lifeblade. Let's do Kinku Lifeblade. They've only got 2 mana, so they can't keep playing stuff either. So we're going to do Kinku Lifeblade and... Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Okay with this. Let's go with Navori Highwaymen. As long as they don't have an elusive ally... They got a Challenger, that's problematic, but not the end of the world. Let's see. Let's go in with the Kinku Lifeblade. We'll keep these guys to block next turn. Yeah, I think we just go in with the Lifeblade here. That gave us a little bit of life back there. Now we can play the beefy boy as a defender or give him a lot of attack. I mean, I think we'll give him a lot of attack, actually. Putting him out with a lot of health didn't help us all that much last time anyway. God, I feel terrible at this game right now. Like, it makes me sad inside that I'm this bad. Oh, really? How did he just level? Like, oh, the enemy has 10 Nexus health or less. Okay. That's great. What can we do to slow him down? Basically nothing. We have to have 7 health or we're dead. You can draw a card. Maybe we get a spell? No. Okay, well, this has been a fun draft run. Like, I gotta be doing something wrong for these drafts to be going this bad. The Teemo draft didn't go this bad. We actually did really good with the Teemo draft. Wait, why did they wait? Why didn't they just come in and win? I am so very confused. I mean, okay, at this point, the best thing to do is to get as many things killed as we can so that we can Scuttlegeist and maybe absorb some damage. It doesn't really matter, though. Anything we do, that Darius is just going to wreck us. It's really weird that they didn't come in with Darius. Especially when they had the Swiftwing Lancer so they could challenge someone. I'm not sure what the... Like, at this point, I'm not sure if they're just playing games or what's up. Excess damage I deal to my blockers dealt to the enemy Nexus. There's no reason not to go in there. No reason whatsoever. It's a person. It's a real person. That's why I don't get it. I'm like, why would you not just kill us? Please explain. I mean, sure, we'll throw that guy out there. It's not gonna matter. Our board is full. We can't play any more dudes. Maybe they don't understand how Overwhelm works? They're either trolling or they don't understand how Overwhelm works, yeah. I mean, I don't want to say they don't understand how Overwhelm works. Really? I'm super confused right now. Ah, there we go. There we go. Yeah. I don't think we survive this, but we can try. I mean, we definitely lose this trade. Like, they come out on top of this trade in every way, but I don't know if we actually survive this round or not. We could, in theory. Oh, are you using Garen's big spendy spell? No, you're not. Okay. Well, the good news is that guy's still considered blocked. Oh, and now Kalista levels as well. Hello. Won't matter. She's still gonna die here, so... Game over. Alright, well, that was a very, very short draft. So I guess we'll try again. I don't feel like trash at all after that. Okay, reach the end of your journey because you suck. Thank you, game. Last time I had 2 of these and then the game bugged out and crashed while I was connecting to someone and it counted as my second loss and threw me out. So on to our second trial. So Thresh is an option. I've seen 6 units die. Whoops. The first time I attack this game, summon an attacking champion from your deck to your hand. And we also get the box. Deal 3 damage to each enemy that was summoned this round. Shuffle a Thresh into the deck. So that's actually decent. Oh, it's Teemo time, baby. It's Teemo time. Okay, so I know how to play the Teemo deck, but if we do the Teemo deck, it's just going to be doing the Teemo deck. I mean, but at least I won't look like a total scrub. What do you think, chat? Do we want a Teemo or do we want to try something new? Because the Teemo deck is all about stuffing mushrooms into their deck that poison them and kill them. It's these. You stuff poison puff caps into their deck. Every time they draw one, they take 1 damage and draw another card. And essentially what you do is you just try to stack their deck. Like the last time I did this, we got like 54 puff caps in their deck of 20 cards. So every time they drew, they'd take like 5 damage. But I'll let you guys decide. Because you've probably, if you've seen the video on the channel, you've already kind of seen the way the Teemo deck works. Like it's very, very simple. You just plant mushrooms. I don't know, maybe it's better to try something a little bit new. It'd probably be better to broaden horizons. I just don't want to get smashed like I did that last game. Garen could be fun. Regeneration is a cool ability. It restores him to full health at the end of every turn. And once he's struck twice, he levels up, and at the start of every round, you ready your attack, which means that when you're on defense, you're still on attack. Nothing. Okay. I'm going to wait just a second because of the delay, but if nobody says anything, we'll probably go Garen here. I was not prepared to be the Ultra Jobber. Olaf just did 14k damage. Are you playing TFT, Game Goon? Right on, Marcus. All right, Marcus, Game Goon, somebody give me the word here. Do we go Teemo or do we go Garen? I don't want to do Thresh. Thresh doesn't seem very... Like, he's got Challenger, which is okay, but... His effect... Well, the box is cool. The box is very cool. The box is like a board sweeper. Garen, no Thresh? Okay. Garen it is. Let's try Garen out. Oh, we got Fiora as an option, too. So, Fiora is interesting. We're absolutely not taking Fiora. We're not. But you can build an entire deck around her because the way she works is that if she kills 2 enemies, she levels up. When I've killed 4 enemies and survived, you just win the game. So when you play Fiora, the entire deck build is protect Fiora while Fiora kills stuff. Garen, not the best for that, though. So we could go with Draven here, which would give us access to Noxus and Demacia stuff. They tend to play well together. Draven has quick attack. When he's played or strikes, you create a spinning axe in your hand, which lets you play it. Discard 1, give an ally +1/+0 for the round. Yeah, I mean, Draven's definitely an option. And then there's also Tryndamere. If I would die, I level up instead, which is just a strong effect, but he's also 8. He's like super expensive, but once you get him on board, he basically is just legitimate. Take Heart, Stalking Wolf, Precious Pet, and Arachnoid Sentry. Both of those are very good cards. Arachnoid Sentry is probably one of the better cards as far as being able to stun stuff. So I don't know whether we go Draven, new wrestling moves, spinning axe handles. Hey, I mean, we could make Draven. Game Goon, you there? Do we go Draven or Trynd? Come on. Give me some help here. I want to blame somebody else if I job out this time, too. I should have just gone Teemo, man. I know how to play the Teemo deck. The Teemo deck is easy. Go Trynd? Alright. We're going Trynd. So, looking at our curve, we're pretty hefty. We've got some late game plays already, but we did learn last time that we want to make sure that we have kind of a deeper curve rather than a shallow curve. Drafting low-cost aggression doesn't really work in this game. And I think the reason that drafting low-cost aggression might not have worked too is if you think about it this way, right? So if you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Or you're playing Magic, or you're playing or even Hearthstone, anything that has like a mana curve, usually you get a turn, they get a turn, you get a turn, they get a turn, but you're on like different similar resource points, right? Well, in this one, every other resource point, you're on the attack. So going low-end aggression when you only get half the turns to be aggressive doesn't seem that effective. It seems like maybe that's the reason why that low-end aggressive rush doesn't work so well. And get more spells this time. Yeah, that's a very good point. Okay. Mighty Poro and Bloodsworn Pledge. So I have a thing for the Poros. I'm not going to draft them, though, because I know it's not good. Well, I mean, it's not necessarily bad, but it's not great. We saw this Alpha Wildclaw do some great work for our enemies last time. Icevale Archer has Frostbite, which gives an enemy 0 attack for a round, which is pretty strong. Battlesmith, when you summon an elite, grant it +1/+1. Vanguard Squire is an elite. When you summon an elite, reduce my cost by 1. So there's some elite synergy in Demacian Steel, and in Frozen Solid, we just get a beefy boy with Overwhelm and Frostbite. If we choose Suit Up, we get a health buff to 2 allies at burst speed, which means they can't react to it. And we get a Mighty Poro. God, I love the Mighty Poro. Okay, but picking the Poro seems like a bad idea, to be honest. Like, I feel like going with the Poro is just asking for trouble. So, not a lot of value in this. The Icevale Archer kind of has value, and he trades up really well. But the Battlesmith here is sort of a lot more value. If you keep him on the board, he does sort of buff everything that comes in after, provided that you play a lot of elites. And then the Vanguard Squire also gets cheaper if you play a lot of elites. So I think we'll go with Demacian Steel. Looking at our curve, we do want a few more 3-drops here for right now. Also want to potentially get some 6 and 7s. Elixir of Iron gives +0/+2 this round. That's a nice little cheap spell. Kindly Tavern Keeper heals anything for 3, keeping stuff on the board longer. Omen Hawk, when I'm summoned, grant the top 2 allies in your deck +1/+1. Yeti Yearling. Last Breath, shuffle 2 Enraged Yetis into our deck. Enraged Yetis are 1-cost 5/5s. That seems solid. Anything good, even Nexus? Okay, let's see. Laurent Bladekeeper, grant an ally +2/+2. Swiftwing Lancer. We saw Swiftwing. I'm garbling words now. That's how, like, anxious I am about this whole thing, I guess. So I definitely don't want to go with this one, because it's going to end us up with 2 1/1s. However, the Yeti Yearling is really strong here, because it gives us 2 Enraged Yetis, which are dirt cheap 5/5s. Take a look at our deck so far. We don't have a lot of beefy boys, so the Kindly Tavern Keeper doesn't do a lot for us. Laurent Bladekeeper could be good. Swiftwing Lancer is good, like absolutely good. And when it dies, it creates a card in your hand, which is even better. So I think we could definitely go with that. But I'm really, really interested in that Yeti Yearling. This would give us another spell, though. Elixir of Iron does give us another spell. That's tough. That's tough. I'm going to go with this one for now. Keeping our eye out for some better 3-cost, though. Give an ally Challenger this round. Alpha Wildclaw is pretty good. Single combat. An ally and an enemy strike each other. War Chefs, Swiftwing Lancer again, and Cytherea of Cloudfield. We already have a Cytherea of Cloudfield, though. She is an elite, though, and she's cheap, so she can get buffed by Battlesmith here. Still feel like we're probably better off. I mean, single combat here wouldn't be terrible. It allows us to force a direct fight. That essentially kills Anivia the second time. So I'm actually not opposed to picking that up. War Chefs give my supported ally +1/+1 this round. That's pretty decent. We go with that. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Get us some spells in the deck. Once again, though, we're really, really shy on 3 costs. Shadow Assassin, Zephyr Sage, create an exact copy of a card in hand. Repose or Detain. An ally captures a unit. What does Capture do? Capture card is removed from the game. Oh, okay. Bye-bye. Yeah, I definitely think we want Repose and Detain here. Give an ally +3/+0 Barrier this round. Love it. I'm going to go with that. That'll give us a couple more spells to cast. And one of those spells will completely remove Anivia from the game, because she is... Prismatic Barrier, give an ally barrier this round, redoubled Valor, fully heal an ally, then double its power and health. Wow. But that does make us very, very spell heavy. Until that unit dies. Wait, until what unit dies? What did I miss? Oh, detain? Is it only until that unit dies? It returns when the capturing unit leaves play. A capture card is removed from the game. An ally captures the unit. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, but actually it's not that bad, because if we put it on Garen... Garen is a beefy boy that regenerates all his health at the start of every round, so they have to one-shot him. So there's at least that. Or we could put it on Trend, and Trend gets 9 health when he would die. So, I mean, there's at least ways we can utilize that. Vanguard Defender has Tough. He is a 2-2, and we get back-to-back with him, which gives 2 allies +3/+3. We really need 3 drops here, though, but I don't want 2 spells in our 3 drops. We already have a bunch of spells. Fleet Feather Tracker and another Laurent Bladekeeper. I mean, I feel like this is the pick here. Because that guy's an elite and he's got Tough. Tough reduces all damage they take by 1. And back-to-back is just a nice spell. It's also burst speed, which is great. Let's go with... What do you think, Game Goon? May have to lurk, stuff going on. No worries, man, no worries. Alright, Game Goon, since you're reading the cards better than I am, do we want Demacian Steel? I don't think Shield Wall's a pick here. I really don't. Suit Up could be a pick, but it is going to put us awful heavy on spells. Basically, if we take Suit Up, I don't think we take any more spells after that. I think we're done with spells after that, because we're going to be really heavy on those. Back-to-back, still going to get us 1 spell there, but at least we also get a nice 2-drop. Although we're really heavy on 2s right now anyway, I think. 3, 4 2-drops. I wish this display was a little bit more functional, like it had like numbers on the side or something, so you kind of get a better feel. I mean, Laurent Bladekeeper isn't terrible here, and Fleet Feather Tracker does give us a cheap challenger that we can use to sort of pick off a blocker. Steal, I guess? Okay. Let's try that. And put that in the feedback. Put what in the feedback? Brittle Steel gives Frostbite. Okay. Summon a random 5-cost follower from Demacia. Give an ally barrier. It really wants to give us 3-cost spells. Like, we can't get 3-cost creatures here to save our lives. What were you saying I should put in the feedback? Oh, like a scale with numbers. Yeah, that's a good idea. Battlesmith, Cythria. Like, once again, we're just... we're being given really unfriendly choices here. Although Prismatic Barrier is not bad. Like, I don't want Remembrance, really, but I guess we kind of have to. Because taking 1/2s isn't going to help us here. I mean, actually, Battlesmith could be really good. We could get some solid synergy from Battlesmith. I may actually do that. I'm going to go here, because I don't see these as being the end-all be-alls. Because I got these, I kind of wish I had taken the spells in the last pick. But let's go Demacian Steel here. Succession, summon a Dauntless Vanguard, Vanguard Cavalry. What is Barrier? Barrier essentially absorbs all the damage that somebody takes for 1 hit. Which is good, but the 6 cost there wasn't. See, here's a good one with Prismatic Barrier and Bright Steel Protector, which also gives Barrier. That one I think we'll definitely take. Ooh, but that Vanguard Cavalry is nice too. I think we'll take the Shield Wall here. Definitely give us a little bit more defensively. We've got 6 spells and 14 units, so we can start to take a few more spells now if we want. Mage Seeker Conservator. Create in hand a 6+ cost spell from a region other than Demacia. Radiant Guardian. When I'm summoned, grant me lifesteal and tough if an ally died this round. That's strong. Stalking Wolf's also kind of strong. Once again, having trouble filling our 3 slot, though. Laurent Duelist here would fill our 3 slot. Could get an Elixir of Iron and Battle Fury as well. I feel like Suit Up is probably better than either of these, though. Value-wise, I'm going to do that. I'd really love some 3 costs, though. That would be awesome. Scarthane Stefan, when I survive damage, grant me +3/+0. That's great. Single combat, also great. Okay. Absolutely taking Suit Up here. We're super heavy in our 2 slot, though. Like, ridiculously heavy. Summon 2 Dauntless Vanguards. Swiftwing Lancer, Prismatic Barrier. I think Scarthane is probably the pick here, just so we have a good 3-drop creature. Shield Wall and single combat. That's a nice little spell combination that I could take there. Harsh Winds, Frostbites 2 enemies. We get a Kindly Tavern Keeper with it. We can get a Vanguard Sergeant and War Chefs here. Vanguard Sergeant. Like, every time we get a 3-drop, we get it with a 2-drop. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 11, I think, that are 3 or less. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 that are higher. So our curve is pretty round right now, even though it doesn't look very round because 2 and 3 are, like, distinctly different here. So we can kind of pick whatever we want here, I guess. Harsh Winds and Kindly Tavern Keeper seem kind of strong. Although the biggest problem with Kindly Tavern Keeper is we want to make sure we have somebody that actually has the health to benefit from that. And so far, we don't seem to. Like, we don't have super beefy boys. Yeah. We've got maybe 3 units that could benefit from that +3 health. It can heal the Nexus, though. It can heal the Nexus. So that's an option as well. I mean, getting Barrier here could be really, really strong, too. Give my supported ally +1/+1. What is for Demacia? Give allies +3/+3 this round. That's pretty solid. I don't know. Such a tough call. I feel like Harsh Winds could be a game winner on its own, though. I'm going to go Enlightenment there. Oh my god. Plucky Poro. It's a 1/1 Poro with tough. I love it. Brittle Steel, Frostbite an enemy with 3 or less health. Swiftwing Lancer and Bright Steel Protector. That's really strong. Succession. And single combat. Both of those could be okay. But I feel like this is probably better. Retribution. Not going to be great. Relentless. Cythria the Bold. Oh, that's interesting. Give other battling allies +1/+1 and Fearsome this round. Vanguard First Blade. Grant me +2/+2 when we attack. That's pretty solid. Starlit Seer. When you cast a spell, grant the top ally in your deck +1/+1. And then Battle Fury on top. Battle Fury here could actually end a game. In theory. Tryndamere also has Overwhelm, which makes Battle Fury exceptionally strong with him. But I feel like Cythria here is going to be probably a little bit better. So let's go with that. Okay, and now we get 1 trade. Trade a Kindly Tavern Keeper for an Alpha Wildclaw. That's actually something that wouldn't, I think, be bad for us to do. We could trade a 1-cost Cythria for a Vanguard Squire. Don't want to trade our Scarthane here, because that would just be bad. Huh? Yes, I did. Sorry. I'll get you another one later. Alright, so Alpha Wildclaw or Vanguard Cavalry, or... Well, we don't want the Vanguard Cavalry, because we don't want to give up Scarthane Stefan. But Vanguard Squire here could be better than Cythria. Lovely. I think some truck just went buzzing by, vibrating the house. Lots of great noise that's going to make. Okay. Tavern Keeper for Wild Claw seems like the best trade here, but that does cut down on our 3-drops again, which is awesome. We were not destined to have 3-drops in this deck. Fingers crossed this doesn't suck, guys. Fingers crossed. Here we go. Let's see if this works out. I like how everybody, like, and I don't know if that's the default one because I think I picked it, but everybody has the shrooms. Oh, we're the same deck. Okay, we're the same deck, so they're probably the better version of our deck, basically. In this case, I think I'll send back the Wild Claw. And maybe, well, the Squire we don't necessarily need to send back, but I don't know about having 2 Bright Steel Protectors here. They're not bad, though. Yeah, let's send both of these back. Let's do that. Hey, we got a Cythria of Cloudfield. Perfect. That's actually perfect. So we have a ton of barrier, and we got a Battlesmith. When you summon an elite, grant it +1/+1. So we can either put Cythria down right now, or we can Battlesmith into Cythria and get more value. But if we do it now, we get in for 2. Viper Dave, it is not out yet. This is the beta for Expeditions, which is their draft mode. Okay. You want to play a guy on turn 1, you do that. I'm going to wait a second, because A, we can save a mana for Prismatic Barrier later, and B, we can Battlesmith into our Cythria to get a little bit more value. Yep, that's fine. Get in for your 1. Yeah, this is the expedition mode, the draft mode that we're in the beta for, and I am just basically scrubbing out at this point, but it's okay. This is our second draft this morning. We're just kind of seeing what we can do with Demacia and Freljord. All right. You gonna let me have the priority? I like that. Hey, there's a Garen in our hand. That's lovely. And he's an elite, so he'll get +1/+1 if we keep the Battlesmith out. So let's go ahead and put down Cythria. So she's going to come in as a 3/3, and then we can go in with her, and if they decide to block, we can always barrier her. When I'm summoned, create an Enraged Yeti in the top 3 cards of your deck. Oh, cool. So there's a 5/5 in the top 3 cards of their deck. That makes me feel very good. Go on in, Cythria. Get in there and do your best. Okay. That's a fair trade. And that'll keep us, we'll be having the maximum banked spell mana here. We'll have 3 for our barrier in addition to having 4 mana for the next round, which we can use to double Brightsteel Protector if we need to. Very, very strong combo there. Double Blightsteel or Brightsteel will allow us to block without taking any losses whatsoever. But that's only if they play an attacker before they swing, because they could swing right now. And if they do, then what we'll end up doing is we'll block with Cythria and barrier just to kill that guy and lose nothing. Saw your other video on drafting and did not even hear of this game until then. I was a big Soulforge player until it went out of existence and been looking for a card game to fill the void. I never played Soulforge, but this is definitely, like, the one thing I was most impressed with. Oh god, Ancient Yeti. End of round, reduce my cost by 1. Wow, that is a beefy, beefy boy there. Guess we do this. They want to come in, we go ahead and block, we power this up to 4, and then barrier, maybe? The way that thing screams when it comes in is insane. So let's do this. No, I want to... Wait, does support only work when you're attacking? It does. It only works when you're attacking, so we're not actually getting support value out of the War Chefs here. Unless... Who do we want to barrier here? Let's barrier our War Chefs. And then just let the block happen. Yeah, anyways, this is the one thing I noticed about this that I really liked is the way that you unlock cards and stuff as a free player is really, really beneficial to the players. Like, it's really slated towards the players. You get a lot of stuff really quickly, and that's what I'm looking forward to with it. Like, you can actually build out a collection without dropping your entire wallet. I'm sure they'll have, like, a lot of deck sleeves and things like that that you can buy for cash, because that's kind of Riot's style, but I'm okay with that. That doesn't bother me so much. I think the mistake here was playing War Chefs. I should have just played a Protector here and got Barrier on Cythria. We're still not in a terrible place, though. Like, if we can get 3 damage in on that Yeti, it's done for. Ooh, and we do have War Chefs and Stalking Wolf here, which can do it. I like that. We have 5 mana, though, so we could also Garen here. But if we Garen, there's actually some inherent risk that Garen could die. Might be a little too early to do that. I'm gonna Stalking Wolf. And then I'm probably gonna Brightsteel Protector here as well. You know what? No, I'm not. I'm not gonna Brightsteel Protector here because there's no reason. Instead, we'll do that and make them lose their Yeti to our Stalking Wolf. And then if they want to put something in front of our War Chefs, we have a positive trade here. Because we're not going to lose him. Go ahead. Do you, buddy. Do you. Okay. That's a fair block. I'm totally fine with that. That is a good trade for us. Want to slow roll our Garen a little bit, because I feel like every time I play the champion, we play them too soon and they just get wrecked. So in this case, playing a Brightsteel Protector means that we can barrier something, and that something can then block, which is a nice value. Yeah. We Cythria here, we get a 3/3 that can then block, but it doesn't have barrier, and then they can come in and we get forced to make a really bad trade. So I'm just going to go ahead and barrier our War Chefs and get some bodies on the board just in case they decide to come in. That way we can just put this guy in front of the Yeti and let him take 2 health off the Yeti and not worry about it. Or we could even just have our Brightsteel Protector take 3 health off the Yeti and then basically kill one of these guys with our barrier. Oh. Detain. Lovely. Okay, well that's a thing. The good news here is that we can still... We put down another barrier, but that seems maybe a little overkill. I don't know. Cythria could be the play here. She'll come down as a 3/3, which means she blocks profitably with multiple other characters. Nah, I'm going to Brightsteel here and put it on the other Brightsteel. Because now that Brightsteel blocks profitably with whatever, and since we're basically blocking with 2 Brightsteels here, we can just put this in front of the Yeti to keep it alive, deal 3 to the Yeti, and then trade this Brightsteel for the 2/2 here. Provided they come in with everything. If they don't come in with everything, that's a very different trade situation. Okay, so yeah, we'll go here, trade there. And we're going to eat 2 off of this, which isn't terrible, but it's not ideal either. Your chief presentation of playing the games. Keep up the good work and don't burn yourself out. I appreciate that, man. I really do. That means a lot. I really am having a lot of fun with it's nice to have a receptive community, and I've got a lot of things in mind that I want to do going forward now that I'm really, really excited about. I'm not too at liberty to talk about them because the problem with telling people about the cool stuff you want to do is that if something happens and you can't do it, people get disappointed. And that's what weighs on me the most. I don't like disappointing people. Like, it legitimately haunts me. But I do have some great, great things in mind that I want to be able to do for the channel in the future. And I'm very much hopeful that that's where I get to go with stuff. So if we go with Garen here, we run a very big risk. Garen will come out as a 6/6. If we swing with him, he'll get one of his strikes, but that Enraged Yeti is going to pound his skull in. I think we Swiftwing Lancer here, but we do have this spell on backup for the Yeti too, so maybe we do Garen. I think we do Garen. I think we Garen, we go in with everything after that, and if they put the Yeti in front of Garen, then all we do is we use back-to-back here as a burst spell to give Garen +3/+3, and we can also do that with another character. Ooh. Well, that's annoying. That's exceptionally annoying. But at the end of the day, it's kind of okay, because what we'll do is go in like this. You know I have a trick, that's the only reason I'm going in like this, but if you don't block the Garen, then I get one strike on your Nexus anyway. Okay, that's fine. We're good with this. This actually kind of works in our favor in a lot of ways. In fact, so now we have to debate whether we want to do back-to-back here, because we could, and it would save Cythria and deal some damage to the Yeti. Nah, I'll save it. I'll save it, it's not worth it. Garen got one strike, one more strike, and he levels up. If he levels up, that'll be incredible. Anyways, yeah, so I have some plans for things I want to do with the community. I'm playing another player right now, which is why I've been getting hosed pretty badly, to be honest. Like, I'm by no means an expert at this game. I've been able to play in 2 betas, so I'm kind of grasping at straws here. Really? What is your entire deck Yetis? Is your entire deck just Yetis? Like, that's it. You're just like, hey guys, guess what? Yetis. Okay. Good news is that we have enough mana to play this and back-to-back if we need to. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that for sure. Does regenerate trigger after combat? At the start of each round. Okay. I wonder what speed characters are technically played at, because... Okay, that's fine. This is all good. There's only one way this all ends. He either comes in or he's saving mana for a spell, in which case we could be in trouble. Kill an ally to deal damage equal to its power to anything. So he wants to deal 7 to Garen here. Har har har, the joke is on you, homie. Because we get to respond, and we're going to respond by playing back-to-back, pumping Garen, pumping our other beefy boy. Alright, so that was a good way for you to kill your character and not kill Garen. Good job. Not to mention that Garen will go back up to full health at the end of this round. So that actually worked out amazing for us right there. Like, that could not have gone better. Oh, you're not gonna attack now? No attacks? Come on. Come on, buddy. Why are you not attacking? Okay. So here, we're gonna go like this. And this. Do we also want to go in with Bright Steel Protector, though? No. What we'll do with Bright Steel Protector instead is that. We're gonna kill their other Yeti and be like, what's up? Oh, what you got? You can give him 3 more health this round, huh? Okay. This is a fair trade. I'm happy with this. Especially since Garen's about to level up. You know what's even funnier, though? We could also Harsh Winds here. Oh, yeah, we were going to Harsh Winds anyway. Did I mention that neither of your Yetis have attack this round? Whoops! Guess that just happened, didn't it? I actually don't know when the full release for this is, but I am looking forward to it. Oh, baby! Garen has just leveled. Our beefy boy just got a little beefier. They've got a Yeti with 1 health and 2 cards in hand. They do have the card advantage here. They do have the card advantage. When I'm summoned, draw a unit with 5+ power. Okay, that's not good. Hey, ready the attack. We get to attack this round because Garen is level 2 now, which is super, super sick. Because that means we can constantly use our challenger effect. Except for it's not, like, triggering. I think they get to attack first because they still have priority. Maybe that means that when it switches to our priority, we can just, yeah, we can just choose to attack here. Oh my gosh, I love this. This is so good. Hey, you know what'd be really cool is if this guy just died. I'd like that. I'd like that a very much lot. Also, you want to kill somebody to Garen? Because you can. You can die to Garen. We're fine with that. I'd have to check, but I know that they're still, this is like the beta for their draft mode, and I'm not sure what other modes they want to test than that. So it's definitely going to be a hot minute. Oh no. Oh, come on. That's no fun. Well, the good news is at least our challenger guy survived. We did lose Garen there, though. That's kind of problematic. They passed, so if we end the round here, we end the round. Let's go for it. At least the attack priority is back in our favor, which is good. Alright, bud, what you got? I think we're going to use single combat here. Create an Enraged Yeti in the top 3 cards of your deck. Everything in their deck makes a 5/5. It's not even like, how do you draft that? We didn't get anything OP like that. Okay, well. Let's kill a Yeti here. Then we'll kill another Yeti and go in for an attack next. I'd imagine they have a little while to go. Viper Dave, have you ever played League? Do you know anything about the lore or any of the background stuff? Because if you do, there's some very interesting stuff about this that I can tell you that's kind of cool about when you're leveling and stuff. Like, since all this stuff is region-based in this, when you're leveling, you level by region. Which means that you can do some very, very cool things with it, like leveling characters. You can basically select a region you want to represent and level that region, which unlocks cards from that region faster so that you can basically focus on the things you want when you're leveling instead of just getting random stuff. Okay, so every deck has 2 regions. There are characters from all these different regions, and essentially this guy, the ice stuff, is Freljord. We're doing a lot of Demacia here. Demacia is basically bunches of soldiers and stuff like that. But we do also have some Freljord cards. So anyways, as you're going, you can basically say, I want to unlock cards from Piltover because I like all the decks that come out of that region. And you'll just get more stuff from that region, which is nice. Like, it's actually just a really, really nice thing. Oh my lord, what is that? They who endure. When I'm summoned, grant me +1/+1 for each ally that has died. Well, that's no fun. Oh, best top deck in history! Best top deck in history! Game Goon, did you see that top deck, buddy? Oh, I'll play a 13-13. I'll detain that 13-13. Sup, homie? Haha. And now they got Poros. Okay. Well, you got Poros, we got beef. Let's go, baby. Grant a damaged ally +3/+3. Now don't let that card die. Game Goon, that card has been on board all game. It has not been touched all game. And I have a +3/+3 if I need to protect it. Come on, guys. Let's go. See, I knew that was coming, but the question is, do they actually have anything else? Because if not, I can just do this. They've had a reason to kill it all game long. It's been buffing everything I play by 1 all game. Oh, look at that. We might actually win a round, Game Goon. We might actually win a round. I'm doing it. Going in. Oh, come on. This is too good to be true. Now they're going to top deck something crazy, though. I think they have a Yeti right here. This has to be a Yeti, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that has to be an Enraged Yeti if I'm not Mistaken on what? Yeah, see? Okay. So they got a beefy boy now. That's fine. We have a lot of beefy boys. If they come in with the Yeti, we just kind of win. Oh, I love you. I love you so much for coming in with the Yeti. Okay, we'll just kind of win. I'm fine with that. If they hadn't come in with the Yeti, they could have blocked profitably next turn. It would have been a lot smarter, in my opinion, but I'm okay with them making a mistake. Trindamere! Yes! Game Goon, Trend is here. Beefy boy Trend. This is going to be lovely. Oh, what is this? Oh, they got the detain card. Yeah, I had the chance to play that again. That's my favorite deck. It's the one I'm most comfortable playing, Viper Dave, but I was trying to do something different because, you know, nobody wants to see the Mushroom deck every single time we draft. So we're doing Demacia this time and trying to make that work. And this is going pretty well so far. They can't block with this guy now because if they do, then we get Trend back. And they don't want to give us Trend because Trend is a beefy boy. Oh, but we got Vanguard Defender coming down too. He's going to come down as a 3-3. Hey, they got a Braum. All right. That's interesting. Braum could be a problem here, but they don't have any way to boost his damage, so the worst he can do is force somebody to block him. Okay. I don't know. Oh, he regenerates, so it doesn't matter. Okay. My turn now? Yeah. You don't have enough to block, dude. You don't have enough to block here. If that's not a creature in his hand, we win. If it's not a creature in his hand, we win. If he doesn't block with everything, we win. Pretty sure. Pretty sure we got him. Yeah, the Mushroom deck is so fun. Oh, he's going to make an Enraged Yeti. Okay. We still have nothing but profitable blocks here. And we're not sending out the Battlesmith. We can't. We can't send out the Battlesmith. Just like they can't send this guy out. But I think they're going to have to. If they want to survive here. Because I think we'll either kill them or... Yeah, we'll kill them if they don't send out everybody they have. Yup. Okay. Send out your last boy or you're dead. Oh, they surrendered. Yes! Victory! We were due for one, right, Game Goon? We got one win. Oh, couple of quest completions here. Got a bunch of experience, and... Sweet, we unlocked some more loot. Okay. So time-wise, theoretically, I'm supposed to be off in 9 minutes, but we'll see how that goes. So suit up here, we can get a second Trindamere with a Scar Maiden Reaver and a Bright Steel Protector. We can get Demacian Steel, which would give us another Garen, a Silverwing Vanguard, and a Swiftwing Lancer. I think there's a quick way to place your cards if you click them in the order you want them. Then click the board, or maybe a keybind. Saw some people doing it. There probably is, and I probably just don't know what it is. Oh, we could add Fiora to our deck now if we wanted. I don't know if that's even worth it, though. I actually really like the Swiftwing or Silverwing Vanguard, and the Swiftwing Lancer did some solid work for us, like legitimately solid work. Plus another Garen's great, so I think we're going to go Demacian Steel here. Make our deck a little bit stronger in this draft. Before we go to the next round, I'm going to come over here to our rewards, though. You can see some of the way the rewards work. We just got an epic card from Piltover and Zon, because that's my region. So we got a Windfarer Hatchling. And now we have a golden chest as well. Let's see what we get out of this. All the cards. Okay, so we got nice Piltover cards. See, you can see they all have the same symbol. That's because that's the region we're in. And with a golden chest, we also get some shards. Shards are the currency you use to enter drafts and stuff like that. We didn't unlock this champion capsule yet, sadly. I opened it already, so I don't think we can do it again. But there's also a vault that you get every week that just has a ton of stuff in it, just like a ridiculous amount of stuff. Okay. I think we can do at least one more game. Let's do one more game. I'm gonna try to do it fast though, because I might get in trouble. We'll see. We'll see. Finding match. I'm sure that the matchmaking time will be better once, you know, we're on full release too, because maybe not everybody is crazy enough to be playing at 5:53 in the morning. Come on. What do we got? Wow. Talk about curving out. 1-2-2-5. We might. The only thing that would make this better is if we had a battlesmith, and we don't. Could send this back to potentially get one. I like this single combat here, especially with the Vanguard Defender. Yeah, let's do that. Come on, Swiftwing, what you gonna give me? I'll take a Radiant Guardian. I will take a Radiant Guardian. And we are on the attack turn 1, so we can put out Cythria, and if they don't have a 1-drop, we just get in for 2 here. Oh, they do though. But I mean, if we go in, they have to trade or take it. So they're gonna take it. They're not gonna trade here. It'd be silly to trade for the sparring student. Likewise though, like, oh, that's great. That's great. Grant the top 2 allies in your deck +1/+1. That's kind of strong. I would have preferred that they didn't have that, but that's okay. So now our choices are to give Cythria a barrier and kill that. Actually, yeah, that's not even a choice. That's just the right answer. That's just the right answer. Okay, Cythria has a barrier now. If you want to come in, you come in, but you're going to lose your 2/2, and if you come in with the 1/1, I'll eat it too. Nope, you're done? Okay, I thought so. And there's our Battlesmith. Battle Boy is here to play. Let's go ahead and just throw him down. Now they get a chance to play a character. I probably could have gone in for combat before then, but I mean, there is the chance they have a trick here anyway. Ooh, that's rough. That's rough. We don't really want to tango with that. That's really strong, though, and we will have access to it next round for sure. Go ahead and pass here. It's okay. We don't need to force the engagement early on. There's just no reason for it. Our goal right now is to kill this in 1 hit. If this survives, it becomes a huge problem. Why did she come in as a 3/3? Oh, because she got buffed by the Omen Hawk. Okay. So we have 5 mana total. We need 4 to play our Repoussé that we want to play. Yeah. So we could also go in with the Vanguard Defender. We put him down, we can chump here and we take 1 damage. Or we can just not. And we can fast strike. The options are there. Let's just not. Let's just not. We're hoping that they'll come in. That's what we wanted. That's exactly what we wanted right there. Because now what we can do, provided they're going to let us, we can go boop. Did I mention that Cythria was going to survive and your character wasn't? Because that's what's going to happen now. Dead. Which means no special buffs for you. Oh, come on. Okay, so that's problematic right there. That is actually very problematic. Maybe not, though. Maybe not, though. If we just throw this down, they get a chance to respawn, but we also just kill that. Like, we just flat out murder it. Seems good. We're gonna lose Cythria here, but we're on the attack. They don't get to come in on us, so I don't really care. That seems like a decent trade. Yup, that was a good trade. And we haven't used our attack, so we can still attack this turn if we want to. So let's go for... Play Cythria, she's a 3-3, we go in, they block, they lose something. Unless they play something else, and then they block and we're even. We'll play Cythria here. We've still got 3 mana that we'll save in our spell mana down here if we don't need it. Oh, they played a Poro, okay. I love the Poros, they're cute. What can I say? So now if we go in with a 3-3, they've got 3 different characters that can block. Basically, we want to make the Sparring Student less effective, so we're just not going to go in. Just going to pass here. Try to be a little bit more slow play is what I'm doing here. Garen now, loveliness. Uh-oh. That Yusari is a serious, serious problem. However, if we save our mana, we can absolutely drop this Radiant Guardian after combat and get Lifesteal and Tough on it, which would be super legitimate. The catch, though, is that we can't play anything if we want to do that. The only thing we'd want to play anyway is that Vanguard Defender, so we'll pass. It's okay. You guys come in however you want to come in. The Yusari is probably, yeah, he's going to pull the Battle Master in. There's nothing we can do about that. What we can do, though... Oh, no, we can't. Well, in that case, then we trade here so that we keep our Cythria. And next turn, we'll play our Swiftwing Lancer and kill the Yusari. Potentially. I mean, I don't want to lose the Swiftwing Lancer either. Radiant Guardian, who now has Lifebound and Tough. Woot woot. Or Lifesteal and Tough. That's exactly what we wanted. So now when she hits anything, we're going to gain 5 life on our Nexus, which is huge. They're playing a lot. They got a big board. They got a big, big board. We pull a nice combat trick here, like a nice spell, and we're good. Oh, that's still good. That's still very good. So we Garen here, or we Swiftwing Lancer. And if we Swiftwing Lancer, who do we pull forward if we pull anyone forward? Or we just go in with this, and then unless they have a combat trick, this doesn't die and we just take something from them. Which I'm not opposed to. And even if it does die... It's not that bad. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. What you guys gonna do? That's fine with me. That's a good trade. Thank you for the health. I greatly appreciate that. Uh-oh. A Yahtzee. Did he just chill the entire board? Yeah, but it's only when he's summoned, which is basically useless at this point, so... Okay, let's go Garen here. They could definitely do something to mess with Garen, but I'm not that worried about it. And then we can also go Vanguard Defender. So we're even board with them now. Actually, they're 1-up. They're 1-up, but that's okay. And they can force a block. The chances are, though, they'll just force the Yusari to go after the Radiant Guardian. I could be wrong, though. They could just force a positive trade. Well, there is no positive trade. No matter what, they're going to lose this. So the only trade they're going to want to go for is one that takes out something beefy. So they'll go for... Yeah, they're going for that. In which case, Garen will probably just stand in front of anything else that will not kill him. That'll go there so that we basically don't take any damage at all. And Cythria is at 1 health, so we can just put her right here. We can't block this because it's elusive. That's fine. As long as it doesn't draw when it strikes, I don't care. That works. These are all good trades for us. Okay. Those were all great trades for us. I have no qualm with the way that any of that happened. If we go Trend, we don't get to play anything else. Well, we don't get to play anything else no matter what we do. So we're going Trend. Hi. Trend says hello. Oh. That's a beefy boy and a half. That is a beefy boy and a half. Silverwing Vanguard, yes. They get one play here before we go in, but unless that play protects this Icy Yeti, he's done. Ooh, that's another beefy boy. Okay, so you're gonna die. You're gonna die. You can block Trind, we don't really care. Seems good? Seems good. No, 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 we do want to do that. We do want to do that. I was thinking about playing the Silverwing Lancer as well, but we'll play him after. Mainly because we don't want to give them the opportunity to play anything else right now. We just want them to have to block with what they have on board. Really? Are you crazy? You want to take 5 and leave Trind here so that he can do more damage? I'm okay with that. Dead Yeti. I guess the idea is that as long as Trind doesn't kill one of those, Garen can't come in. I mean, okay. I'm fine with all of these choices. Oh, that's too good. That's too good right there. I think we just won this game. Okay, grant an ally in hand +3/+3. That's strong. But I'm still pretty sure we just won this game. Well, actually, we can only one-hit one of those guys. Oh, that's a nice choice right there, actually. That's really good. They did well there. And these guys have Overwhelm, so we're eating damage here no matter what we do. Yeah, so if we go... Actually, no, we're not. That's super entertaining in and of itself. We'll go here. We'll also go here. And we'll go here. And then we'll Harsh Winds these two. So Garen's going to hit level 2 here. Well, he won't kill this guy, but he'll damage him severely. Going to take some damage on that guy. Trind is going to kill this guy. And then right here, we're going to take 3 damage. He'll survive, though, and get +3 attack. So some solid trading here. Unless they have a trick, we just won this trade by a lot. Yes! Level up Trind. Lovely. That was just lovely. And we've readied the attack, so I'm not sure how that works. You think the game sound isn't coming in? According to the OBS software, it is. It's very like it's meant to be quiet, but it is coming in. It should be, at least according to OBS. I don't know. I can't open it up and determine. So keep listening. Let me know what you think after, because I can't do anything to check it right now. Okay. So Trind goes in here. There's nothing that trades with him. There's nothing that trades profitably with this guy. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. That is a profitable trade I should have considered, but whatever. I've not heard any sounds, but it's alright. What? I can see the sound coming through right now. Hold on, let me turn this off. Are you guys hearing it now? is just YouTube. Well, you guys are on Twitch though, right? That's really weird. Huh. Okay, now I'm not getting any. You guys hear it now? Has the sound been off the entire stream? Oh well, I gotta figure this out. Hold on. Oh wait, did we already attack? We did, so we're done. Can you guys hear the sound now? Was there sound earlier on in the stream though, Game Goon? When you were here earlier? Huh. Well, I swapped the sound device. Uh-oh. Okay, I swapped the sound device, so it should be coming through now. Oh, they've got a Zed now. Okay. Well, let's kill Zed. Trade Trend here. Trade Bunny here. Not gonna... Well, I have to block the shadow, I think. Question is, what can I block the shadow with profitably? And probably nothing. So here we're taking 6. Here we're taking 8. That's 14. We're gonna be at 3. Yeah, let's do this. Still no sound? Huh. What the heck? What is going on? It's crazy because like the stream is showing that audio is going out. I don't know. That's nuts. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do now. Because we get to attack because of Garen. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the sound, guys. I tried to fix it. It's really throwing me off that it's not there because like it's showing that it is there. I don't know. Anyways, the good thing is though that we're in a position to win the game now. Like we really just wiped the board, so to speak. Save that barrier guy. I could have used that round, I suppose, but I'm too distracted by the sound thing. Okay, we do have ready to attack though, and here comes Cythria. Give other battling allies +1/+1 and fearsome this round. I love it. Oh, they surrendered. All right, we win. We win victory number 2. Yeah, leveling, lovely. This deck is working out okay. I'm actually happy with how this is going right now. Detain, there's no way we're ever trading Detain out. Harsh Winds, by the way, has been an absolute game breaker for us. Very, very powerful card. Vanguard Defender has been an underperformer. Vanguard Redeemer might actually be better. Scarthane Stefan has done okay. Don't want to get rid of him. He is a 2-drop, though, and that is, well, technically that can come down as a 2-drop. Yeah, he's been a very much underperformer for us. I think we can swap these. That's crazy. Sorry about the sound, everybody. I'm gonna... Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna actually pull that up real quick. And see if I can get game sound. Let me... Silence when not in focus is ticked off. So now we should have audio. Oh, there we go. I can just jump straight to my stream. What in the world? Okay, so yeah, it's not coming through. Hold on, there's only one way for me to see if this is working now. Yep, it's still not coming through. I have no idea what's going on. It has to be like a restream issue, maybe? That's crazy. Huh. Alright, so here's where we're at, folks. I actually am supposed to get off and go do a thing right now, so I think I'll probably have to end it here. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Sorry about the sound, everybody. I didn't know that there was an issue because nobody told me. Hey, what's up, Wimbjorn? How you doing, man? You got here just at the end. We're just finishing up. So here's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm going to end the stream here today, but we still have some, obviously we still have some run left in our expedition. So what I'll probably do is try to do another one of these streams to, no more echo. Sorry, guys. Well, you probably weren't getting the echo anyway because my sound isn't playing. Haha. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, Wimbjorn. That's what I was just about to say. What I'll probably do, guys, is I'll go to bed early tonight again, and we'll get up and we'll do one more of these because I think, tomorrow at 8 a.m., this shuts off, and it's 6:15 right now. So if I do the same thing again, we can play a couple more matches, maybe finish out this draft. That sounds like an awesome time. So I think we'll do that. I will see you guys again bright and early tomorrow morning. I won't say bright and bushy-tailed because I'm not. I'm pounding the coffee and hoping that all goes well. But I'm going to end this here now because I got to go do some stuff before I head to work. Thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll have the sound figured out by tomorrow. I didn't realize it was not working there. Apologies, everybody, for that. That's really frustrating. And I don't know why. Like, I can show you guys... Actually, I don't know if this is good. I'll probably crash my computer if I were to show OBS, but I'm like looking at it in OBS, and OBS is seeing the sound, so I don't know why the stream isn't. And the only thing I can think is that perhaps the stream got borked going up to restream somehow. Anyways, I'm not sure. We'll try to figure it out for tomorrow, though. Thank you guys for coming. I hope you all had fun. I had fun hanging out with you, even though we got wrecked the first run through. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!